What it do, baby? We got ourselves a new coin sponsor, one that I'm very happy to present you guys. It's none other than the Mutt Reserve, my Madden Ultimate Team coin site. So if you guys are interested in buying or selling a Madden Ultimate Team coins, check it out and be sure to use code Texas at checkout for 15% off. I really do enjoy making these Power Pass videos for you guys, just simply because when it comes to building teams, I don't think there's anybody on YouTube that is as good at it as your boy is over here. I think I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm talking about, and I can help improve anybody's team. So I love making these videos because you guys trust me to get out here and help improve your team. We went ahead and knocked out the Tier 1 Power Pass. We knocked out the Tier 2 Power Pass. Now let's go ahead and knock out the Tier 3 Power Pass in today's video. So this Tier 3 85 to 86 overall Power Pass covers a ton of cards in the game right now. You got the Core Elites, you have the Superstar MVPs, as well as Team Diamonds. You can go in a lot of different directions with this pass, but looking at the list that I have in front of me, as well as looking at the prices of a lot of the power-ups, who are still going for a lot. And so because these power-ups are really expensive, I had to go ahead and change around my list because there makes no sense to pick up any of these cards when they're power-ups like 90,000 coins to get an item that's not terrible. Don't get me wrong, these cards are really good, but pay 90,000 coins for, let's just say Julio, for example, who only gets to 86 speed. While great, you can get other guys in the game that have, you know, similar ratings outside of like the high tier catching, but it doesn't make any sense to pick up that card when it's 90,000 coins. When it's 30,000 coins, makes a lot more sense. So since these power-ups are very expensive for some of these skill position players, I have dubbed the Tier 3 Power Pass as the Thick Boy Power Pass. Thick with 3 C's, man, thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Like, these are for linemen specifically only, and that's just because the skill position players are going for so damn much that it's not going to save you any coins, whereas with the linemen, people don't really consider linemen a skill position, so because of that, they're going for much cheaper, despite the fact that at this 85 to 86 rating, some of these cards are like the best at their position. So before we go ahead and get into the players you should put this power pass, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my reasoning about why you shouldn't be using this pass on like the running backs and wide receiver positions, at least for right now. My original list had Julio Jones on it, as well as Mark Clayton, because I thought those two guys would be solid to have early on. Mark Clayton, powered up to his 90 overall variety, is gonna get 89 speed, which is fantastic. So if you go ahead and use the power pass on Mark Clayton, you can go ahead and save 93,000 coins, and using it on Julio, you save 90,000 coins, which is fantastic. Julio on his 87 item will end up with 86 speed at 6'3", which is a really great card. But then you go check the power prices out, and that's where it gets really, really annoying. So right now, Julio's power up 70,000 coins, which is a lot. You can just pay 30 or 20,000 more coins and just buy his 86. So if you're gonna be paying that much to power him up with the training anyway, just go ahead and buy the 85 or 86 overall item. So that's why that doesn't make any sense to do. And then Mark Clayton's power up is going for a little bit more. I mean, this one's at 90,000, but going for more than the actual card itself. So you're not going to be saving any coin. And then on top of this, since Mark Clay will only get to an 87, it's not going to cost you that much training, but get from the 87 to the 90 is going to run you a lot more training, to the point where I think it's like 120,000 coins in total, maybe a little less, to go ahead and get that card powered all the way up to where he's amazing. So the Power Pass will help you save coin, as you guys can see, because you ain't got to go out here and buy the other 90 over, or buy the 87 overall item to put into the power process. So if you guys are cool with that, these are the best two cards to probably use that pass on in terms of skill positions on the offense. Mark Clayton gets the edge because as of right now, he'll get to 90 overall, get those 3 abilities. He has 89 speed, and he can go ahead and kim up his deep route right into 90, which means he can go ahead and cook a lot of those man cover routes in the game. So that's why this card is going for so much, because of what he does to the meta right now of man coverage. He absolutely destroys it. But if you guys can't afford that, obviously I understand it. So if you guys can't afford it, get Mark Clayton over pretty much anybody else on this list. But if you can't afford it, I got some other guys on this list that will help you out. So the list of linemen this pass can be used on goes as followed: Ronnie Stanley, Terron Armstead, Joe Thomas, Quentin Nelson, David Deal, Jason Kelsey, Rodney Hudson, Brandon Brooks, David DeCastro, Ryan Ramczyk, and then the Superstar MVP Mike Mcculla. I'm sorry, Joe Thomas can't be used because that's his legend card. My bad. The first left tackle taking a look at today is going to be Ronnie Stanley. He's really solid, man. 84 pass block, 83 pass block power, 86 pass block finesse, with 84 run block and 72 acceleration. His power is going for around 4,000 coins, so he's an option. And actually, Ronnie Stanley might have been the guy I chose if Terron Armstead did not have these good ratings, man. So he has the 85 pass block with the 85 pass block power, 87 pass block finesse, with the 72 speed and 78 acceleration. So if you guys run the ball a lot, this guy has the speed and acceleration to keep up and get down the field and block those linebackers, and he has really good pass blocking power and finesse. No matter who he's going up against, you power him up, he'll be at 73 speed, then +1s everything else as well. So he'll be able to compete with like a lot of the core elites as well as some of even the superstar MVP cards that come out. Obviously, if we do end up going against some of these stacked team diamonds maxed out to a 90 with their abilities, he's not going to stand a chance. But against most teams right now, he should be able to hold up in run game as well as hold up in pass protection. So if you guys need a left tackle, this is one of the cards that I would use a power pass on. So it's going to cost you 616 train to go from a 74 all the way up to the 87 with the power pass, which is basically what, 24,000 coins, whereas you go by Julio Jones, that's 99,000 coins in just the power up itself. Now, another guy on my original list was gonna be this Brandon Brooks. As you guys can see, Jesus, he's going for a lot of coins right now. With how rare it is to pull pretty much anything over 82s right now, unless you're really, really lucky. Brandon Brooks' price went from being like 70K, even less than that before the game came out, to 108,000 coins right now. And I like this guy's card a lot, but then I saw his ratings at the pass block finesse variety and his speed. I'm just like, okay, guards are very important in this game because they're really responsible on screen plays to get out in front to block people, on toss plays, and then also a lot of the pressure, if you come up the middle, it's kind of hard to escape, whereas on the outside, you can make some moves. So he's not going to really hold up well against the high finesse guys in the middle, as you guys can see by his ratings, and his speed's not to the point where it's not 70, right? 64 and 70 are a pretty huge difference. He's gonna probably get in the way more than he's actually gonna help. And then on top of that too, his power up is going for like 35,000 coins. Had to go back to the drawing board, and we came up with a guy that actually is really solid, and his power up is not going for that much. And that is gonna be right tackle Ryan Ramczyk, whose item is going for under 5,000 coins. And you can go ahead and get this guy kimmed all the way up to an 87 overall for, I believe, only 616 training. Again, 24,000 coins. So grand total, you could spend 50,000 coins to get a top tier left tackle in the game and get a top tier right tackle in Ryan Ramczyk. I'm a Panther fan, but I gotta admit, the Saints got some good linemen. That's why Michael Thomas can catch those 3-yard slants, because he got all the time in the world to run that slow ass routes. Ryan Ramczyk, man, this dude is crazy good. Same thing with Terran Armstead, man. It's gonna take 616 training to go and get this guy kimmed all the way up to an 87 overall, or he's gonna have 87 pass blocking with 87 pass blocking power, 85 pass blocking finesse, and his run blocking is gonna be at an 85 as well. And while this card is not the Phil Load hole, in terms of early on, it's gonna pay dividends to have a guy out here that is gonna be reliable for nothing. Like 50,000 coins to get both of the Saints left and right tackles, when right now you can go ahead and get just one of these elite items for like 70K. You're saving 20,000 coins and walking out of there with 2 for the price of 1. It makes more sense to go ahead and solidify your tackle spots because everybody's going to keep getting better defensively. And so because of that, you have to keep upgrading offensively, and why not try to lock in at right tackle right now, and then you can go ahead and downgrade for really cheap because you're not losing that much training, losing that much coins when the Julio Jones or Mark Clayton becomes affordable. But as of right now, I don't see anybody better at this position for the price, and that can affect a lot of teams outside of everybody out here running those 90 overall linemen for the abilities, you know? So that's the video, right? We got 2, right? Done. Easy. No, we're not done, because obviously we got to talk about defense, and you do get yourself one more power pass for daily login. So make sure you guys are getting on the game daily, knocking out your solo challenges, knocking out at least 2 games. It ain't gotta be solo challenge, but knocking out some stuff. Get your 2 things done. Get your pack in the store bought. Get these extra power passes and save a lot more coins down the line when they start dropping other elite items that will be going for a lot more because of scarcity and rarity. So my original defensive list had Jalen Ramsey on it, and right now Ramsey's going for a lot simply because of the Rams set for Dre Bly. Man is ridiculously great this year, and so because of Dre Bly, people wanted to have his card. Ramsey jumped up from 50K to 100,000 coins at the 85 overall slot, and his power up is going for around 40,000 coins. Now, Ramsey's stats, this is why I wouldn't use a power pass on him, even though we all love Ramsey, we all know he's going to be getting a card really in the next, like, what, 2-3 months. It makes a lot of sense. It's kind of how EA does this. The big players get cards. They're more likely to make plays in the NFL games they're playing in, so Ramsey will probably get a card here pretty soon. when the season actually starts. But this man's card just doesn't do it for me, man. 84 speed, power be at 85. He has 87 excel. You have what? 84 man, 84 zone, and then 85 press. Ramsey got that Aaron Donald treatment, which if you guys know what that means, they take a well-rounded player, one of the best at their position, and instead of giving them a rating that makes them like great in one thing, they make them okay in like 3 things, which I absolutely hate. With Aaron Donald, he should be like 90 block shed, 90 power move, and 90 finesse move. Aaron Donald's the best lineman in the league. He should be crazy good, but because they can't do that right now, he has like 87 this, 87 that, 88 this, and he's an 89 overall power, which means he can't get any of those crazy abilities. Ramsey's the same way, where his next card is going to be amazing, but until that next card, you're overpaying for a power-up and getting a guy that's not really going to perform on the field like the Dre Bly would, or like the other cornerbacks in this game that have really good man coverage. While Ramsey is solid, AJ Terrell will be a better cornerback for your team for the same price you can buy his power up for. Look at the other players on defense. We got Cameron Jordan, who's solid, good power move, but not gonna get anything glitchy. I like Charles Johnson a lot, but he's in the same boat as Mark Clayton. To get this guy powered up, you got to spend $15K on his power up, but then spend $3,400 training to get this man powered up from an 86 to a 90 overall, where he will get edge threat, where he will be able to have that bull rush move, which is going to be knocking dudes on the ground easily, but it's just so expensive to the point where it's not really worth it, in my opinion, right now, to be spending that much on training just to get this card. If you guys got it, go ahead, but if you guys don't, there's other players on this list that are going to be better use on defense for this power-up pass. Back to this list, we got Calais Campbell, Myles Garrett, Chris Jones, who's like the best core elite D tackle in the game, but again, doesn't have that 90 power move. He's going to be stuck at 89 power move until he gets an upgrade, which I have no idea when that's going to be. Grady Jarrett, and then we got Amobi Okoye, who is in the same boat as Charles Johnson, because at that 90 overall slot, he can get a crazy ability called inside stuff, which apparently stops the run really, really amazingly in the middle, or wherever you had this guy line up on your defensive line. It's just, again, 40 coins per at 3,400 training to power this guy up to a 90 is way too much coin. Chandler Jones, 72 speed with 88 power move, again, gonna be capped at 89 power move until he gets an upgrade down the line. Von Miller, while I believe is the best left outside linebacker out of all the core elites, not worth it. Mo Lewis, Diamond, not worth it. Mario Davis, coverage 4-3 linebacker. Preston Smith, don't power him up because you go ahead and rock him better with his 85. Then Ramsey, we already talked about that. Sherman, 6'3", but not no speed there. Tre'Davious White, if you guys do the solo challenges, you can get them for free or for next to nothing. You got Ronnie Lott, doesn't count, and then the last couple players, Devin McCourty, and then Tyrann Mathieu was interesting. You guys had not seen his 89 overall item. It's really good, and obviously, if you guys look at his rating, if you power him up, he can get some really amazing ratings. Let me go and find him out real quick for you. So his power is going for like 3K, 4K, which ain't nothing. And his 89 card is going for around 250, so it jumped up in price. That's dope. So this dude's amazing, man. You power him up, you get 88 speed, you get 89 man, 90 zone coverage, 80 hit power. This guy can play free safety, he can play cornerback. And if we had ourselves an 89 overall power pass, I would probably say he's worth picking up. And by the time that pass comes out, we might have other cards in this game that will be better at multiple positions. So I like this dude's card a lot, but it's just so expensive right now to get this dude powered up all the way to a 90 overall. So out of the rest of the players on that list, who do I think you should use his power pass on at the tier 3 slot? And it's gonna be another thick boy. Now, I may kind of sound like a hypocrite. I may kind of, you know what? I ain't gonna sound like a hypocrite, because the card that I think you should use his pass on is somebody that is going for so much. I don't understand it. Okay, out of the list of players that we talked about, right? Everybody else on that list is just like, they're slow, they're not great, or there's other players at this position that, or don't get crazy abilities, or too expensive to power up, right? In terms of the training it's gonna take. I really like this Myles Garrett, and I don't know if you should pay 40 or 50,000 coins for his power, but I will die on the hill that this is the best write-in in the game. That is not a diamond, right? Obviously, the Justin Smith is the bee's knees, edge threat. He's wrecking everybody, and I'm gonna get him eventually. But for those that can't get Justin Smith, I would say get this Myles Garrett. Hopefully this goes down like 30,000 coins soon. Now, people may be objecting to the fact that I said the best right end in the game when Aaron Donald is out there. And again, Aaron Donald is amazing in real life, but in Madden, they just do not do him any justice in Ultimate Team early on. When he gets his either Halloween card or he gets his Black Friday card or whatever card he's gonna get, that's when he's gonna be amazing. But right now, it doesn't make any sense to go ahead and get the Aaron Donald for as much as that's going for. When do you get Myles Garrett, who was Aaron Donald if he was 6'4", and also much cheaper, you know? So you're getting a guy with crazy good speed at, like, bro, he's 272 with 77 speed, 78 powered up. You're getting 88 strength. You're gonna be getting 87 power move with 83 block shed. Obviously, it's not 90. You're not gonna be able to get edge threat, but his next upgrade is gonna make this card crazy good, obviously. The only thing is that it's just going for way too much right now. But in terms of right ends in Madden, I don't really think there's any really great right ends you can get right now that aren't going for a lot. So this is a premium position, which is why it's going for as much as it is. And if you guys can get that power for much cheaper, you'll save some coin and you'll be walking out of here with an Aaron Donald, but at 6'4". So that is my list, man. Post down in the comment section below what you guys think of my list. Or as a matter of fact, post down in the comment section below who you guys are gonna be using your tier 3 power pass on. Tier 4 power pass will be coming out very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. It's been your boy Texas, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
They say money can't buy your happiness, but I swear to God, it's a good down payment. Trying to stuff so many binges in my pocket, you would swear that I was out here trying to drown Franklin. I was bred in the slums, got fed up with crumbs, now you don't play a pound cake. Told me when it was a root of all evil, but I swear to God, I ain't never found safe.